Hi everybody, it's Sally from Sally Stampers. Thank you for joining me today. Now, do you remember a little while back I bought you my surprise folder box? It was a cute little box, maybe so big, and when you opened it up it had that lovely folded DSP inside. Well, I decided to go up a stage and make one slightly bigger, and so this one is a cute little Christmas box. And then when you take the lid off, oh, it's all folded on itself. But you can see that I have a larger version of that folded box. And again, you open it up, so it's a good size box inside. But then you fold it all down, you have that fancy fold on the top. Isn't that so pretty? So I did do a larger version, as I say, and so hopefully I'll show you how to do it today. And I've used the Contraire completely ribbon. This is Pretty Peacock and Old Olive, and what I found most amusing to myself about this is that I haven't used Old Olive or Pretty Peacock, and yet doesn't it go so well with Pear Pizzazz? I was really pleased with that. I think it's the shine in it, really, but anyway, let's have a go. So, whoops, dropped a piece of cards. The first thing I'm going to do is make the box base, just because they're easier and quicker to do. So, for my box base, you need a piece of, and I'm going to apologise in advance that again I don't have centimetres for this. It truly is just too difficult to work out and hurts my brain far too much, so I'm afraid it is only in inches. Sorry guys. So my box base is 7.5 by 7.5 inches, and we're going to score at 2 inches on all four sides. Simple as that. And I'm actually going to do my lid while I'm here. So you need a shim of cardstock for your lid. And my box lid is 5.5 by 5.5 inches, and I'm scoring at 1 inch on all four sides with that little shim in place. Okay, last one. Okay, let's move those out of the way, and all you need to do with these is the usual fold, burnish and cut those four corners into wedges. Like I said, it's super simple, super easy. And then again we're just going to cut these down as wedges. So we all know how to do this bit. And again, these products are all available in the store. The link for my shop is below in the description, and it's also over on my blog, on Instagram, on Facebook, and Pinterest. I am just everywhere. Okay, so that's the base cut. Do exactly the same with the lid. So I'm just cutting those four corners into wedges. This one too. Last one. Okay. So that's the lid done. I need my adhesive. So my Seal Plus here on the tabs, and then just simply, and this is Garden Green that I'm using today, just fold those in. I'm going to leave my lid because, as you know, I always like to do my lid. I fasten one end, put it on and do the other, but I'll do that once we've done the folding. So those are my basic parts of my box done. So then you need your DSP, and this is where the fun begins. So your DSP is 10 by 10 inches. Now, before anybody starts to complain about how much you waste, you're going to waste, okay? You are going to waste some of this DSP, and I know that's a shame because when you've finished, that is all you have left of it. So it is a shame, and yes, it is a template that I use just because this is quite complex. So DSP, doesn't matter if you've got pattern because we're going to be scoring all over this, so it really doesn't matter which way you have it. Again, it depends which side you want to show through. But anyway, we're going to start. So your simplest scoring is 2.5, 5, 7.5. Rotate, doesn't matter if it's clockwise or anti-clockwise, and score again. 2.5, 5, 7.5. Okay, that's it with that part. You next need, and I found this easier, to fold and burnish these score lines, simply because it's so hard to see them otherwise. You don't want to get your angles wrong. So fold and burn. And the reason I'm rushing through this is because it may take a bit more time than normal, so I don't want to be on here for over half an hour boring you guys. So right, so fold and burnish. So you can see all of those squares. The next thing we're going to do is fold corner to corner. Now I'm going to tell you a little joke here, a little something that will make you laugh. So when I first decided I was going to do this larger version, I thought, right, okay, try and remember how I did my original one. So I did my scoring that I've just done with you guys. Then when I went to do my diagonal, I first of all tried my trimmer, and I'm going to hold it this way so that you can see. So I got my trimmer, I lined up my top corner, and then I thought, oh bother, I don't have, move my cup of tea, I don't have enough length here for that. So I thought, okay, no problem. So I got rid of my trimmer, brought in my scoreboard. I thought, yeah, my scoreboard's brilliant because it's so long. I'm going to hold it this way so you can see again. So I lined this up with, say, number 7. It still was too long. So then I did an even better one. This is typical me being foolish. I then got my ruler, got my score tool. Oh no, my ruler's not long enough. It ends here. I got a smaller ruler and put them together. Seriously, then the penny dropped. And I thought, why am I not just folding it? Seriously, honestly, I astound myself at my stupidity sometimes. Anyway, so corner to corner, one side, and then corner to corner, the other. So you now have, as you can see here, okay? Then we'll go back. And you do need your long ruler for this. And what you want to do is turn it so it's diamond. And this is where you struggle. So there and there, those 2 points are where my horizontal and vertical score lines initially went. And you're going to score from that point to that point. Move along to the next one. So this is my 5-inch score line, scoring across, and then this is my, I have to do it this way because of my grid paper, 7.5 inch to my 7.5 inch up there, score across. I've already done the main one because I folded it, and then we go back this way. So there's my 7.5, 7.5. So we're scoring that way, down to the next one. So this is my 5 and 5-inch score mark. And then this is my 2.5 inch from there to there. So then we'll go along and fold and burnish those ones. And this is what I said about it taking a little bit of time, but it is worth it in the long run. So that's that one. And I have one more here. Make sure you've got that crease as well, because if you go slightly off, it will affect all of the rest of your folding later when you come to put it in the box. So that's the other one. And one here. And then the last little one there. And then you've guessed it, you repeat it and do it the same the other way. So I'm just going to quickly now, so 2.5, 2.5, 5 to the 5, 7.5 to my 7.5. Again, done the central one. So then we go there, 7.5 to 7.5. And just line that up. And then the 5 to the 5. And then my last little one here. There we go. So now again, just go along, fold and burnish these ones. That one went slightly off there. There we go, that's better. This one here. And you will find as well that your paper will feel quite flimsy because you've scored so much on it, you'll have broken down all the fibres in the paper. So it is sort of now a case of be fairly gentle with it. Just like I'm being. Okay, so 2 more folds to go. So we're going to fold that one, fold that one. Okay, so as you can hopefully now see, there we go, look, there's just so many. Right, once you've done all of that scoring, then you need to start cutting. Now, I'm going to use my pencil and do as I did last time to help you go through it, and it helps me as well. Just remember to rub your pencil marks out. So what you're looking for, hold it in the diamond shape. What you're looking for is the square in the centre. So you've got 4 squares here that are your square. Off the sides of the squares you have diamonds. Sorry, triangles even, not diamonds. Triangles. And if you, it is literally just the score lines that you're looking for, okay? So you will have, I don't know if you can even see on that, and I can't see this side to do it any better, but you have your square. Let me try turning the light down a fraction. It's the worst paper in the world. I could have done this to show you. Square in the centre here, and then off them you then have triangles. Okay, off your triangles, so if you now turn it square, you will have a large square here. Grab your ruler, and I actually used the score lines that are there, and I measured, what did I measure? 2 centimetres across the square. Then I did a line, drew a line, but it's from the scored line. So what you're actually doing is creating a tab. Can you see that there? I'm really sorry if it's, this light's a bit rubbish here. Let me do that a bit darker, so you will be able to see. There we go, that's a bit better. So I've gone all the way to the crease here. This is the base of my large square here, and then I've sort of created a tab that is 2 centimetres deep. So I'm going to do it the same on all of the sides. So line that up, but go from the angled, not where I've marked, because I don't want to go across, I just want an angle. I really hope this is clear. So 2 centimetres there, 2 centimetres there, line those up and then go from the diagonal there. And then my last one, like I said, I probably could have picked a better paper, but I'm hoping that once this is cut out, you will then see, oh, you see I didn't need to do that then, up to there, right. So I have all that scribble. I truly don't know if you can see it or not, I'm hoping you can. So now I need to do some cutting. So the first thing I'm going to cut is where I've done my tabs. So if you can see that one, in fact you can see that pencil mark there. So I'm going to cut all of the corners off because these are pieces that I don't need. So I'm going to go all the way around to where my scoring is here. So, sorry, my scoring and my pencil mark, so I know that I can cut all the way down here. And like I said, you are going to waste DSP. I am sorry. But hey, we've got lots new coming soon, so it's all good. And then the last one, is it the last one? I can't even see my own marks now. Ah, yes, here. I totally confused myself then with what I was doing. Okay, so I now have a square that is 7 by 7. The next thing I then want to do is to cut those tabs. So I'm now following that pencil line that I made where I measured my 2 inches. So I'm now following that and cutting these down. Okay, get rid of all of that and you're left with this shape, which is what you should have. Now if you look, you've got your small square here in the centre. What you need to do with your paper snips is to cut, oops, dropped my pencil. What you need to do here is cut this way. So you need to cut large triangles. You see there? So you need to cut large ones, not small ones. Okay? And I'm simply going to use my paper snips to just very gently ease my scissors into the centre and then cut up to the edge. Now I did find that if you fold your card in half, you can actually do them both in one go. Fold it in half again that way and cut up to the point. And when you've finished, you will have your 4 triangles in the centre, and you can already see how this is developing. So what we need to do now is put adhesive just on these 4 triangles in the centre. So I'm just adding a piece to the top and a little bit just to the edge of the triangle there. Just be careful you don't rip it now when you've got this far and you're all stuck to the adhesive. then you need your box base. And using one of your straight edges here, you're going to tuck it against the straight edge of your box. Now this is the only bit that is a little bit fiddly, but just make sure that you pop this crease on the edge of your box. If I can do it that way for you to see. So you're tucking that diamond inside, triangle even, but just make sure that where your crease is there is going right on the edge of your box. So I'm going to tuck that one in there, and you might find it easier to do 2 at a time. Just as I say, make sure it's all pushed right down onto the top, and then press those pieces in. So you've now got those 4 triangles on the inside. And then to fold your other piece up, so this all needs to come up. So we're going to fold 2 pieces in, and those pieces here, look, will automatically sort of want to fold. As you bring those in, push those out, this corner here actually goes in. Okay, so you're creating that little fold there. Okay, so I'll do that again with this one. So fold 2 pieces in, bring those out, and then fold that bit over. And we just work our way round, doing the same thing. And when you get to the last one, the nice thing is that they will all go in together. Let me just play with that one because it's just being a bit naughty. There we go. And there you have it. Another surprise fold box, but this time a little bit bigger. So now we just need to quickly get on and do our lid. So that will sit and pop as it does a little bit, but it will close once we've done it. So as I say, I always like to put adhesive on all of your tabs here. I always make one end up anyway, and then I'm going to pop this on my box, and you will see that as I'm popping this on, that will all close down anyway. And then all I need to do is put it on the desk so that this end is all tucked in, and then I'm just going to pop those tabs in and close. Now I don't want you to stick just yet. Put those pieces together, and there is your lid, and then you can obviously just take it off, and your fold will just still be there. And then we just need to decorate the top. Don't be afraid to give it a gentle push, just to push that fancy fold down. And then I have bunny ear to decorate it, and I just love, where is it, Be Merry, just on there. So I'm just going to pop that on a C block, and then I'm back with 2 small A blocks for my holly berries and my holly leaves. And then I just want garden green, and I actually went with Poppy Parade this time. So Be Merry on the bottom, just there. My holly leaves also just there, and then my berries in Poppy Parade just there. Give that a little trim. A little bit off the end there, I don't quite need it that long. And then, as you know me, Stick that onto my garden green layer. Oh, itchy nose. And then just cut that over a couple of dimensionals on the back. And then I'm just going to pop that. And I think that in itself is lovely because it's just a very understated box, isn't it? And then finally my ribbon, go over the top. Just a cute little bow. And that should finish it off. Wow, decent bow as well. Happy, happy. I'm just going to trim those tails, and there we have it. My two lovely, large surprise fold boxes. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye.